Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Aggies will kick this away to get us going here. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Refusing to be brought down. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Wait, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know, touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
With the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. And reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson, Reggie McNeil. Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes the grab. It's Silva. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Here's the throw deep downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw, and it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. He fires it. Catch is made. Room to run here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The sure hands. It's Silva. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they had enough yards for the first down on that throw, but a clutch hit right here defensively jars the ball free. No first down.
They'll kick it away here. Fielded near the 20. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
He's back to throw again on second down. He'll try a pass here. Pulls it in. It's Wells. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Notre Dame 14, Texas A&M 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back to throw again. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Irish. Strong game by this quarterback. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. A second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. That's good timing. The receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And the Aggies are going to cash in here in the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Ortiz. Force out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now they give it to him again to see if he can break the play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas A&M 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Short connection to the tight end here. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas A&M 14.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. Extra point try coming now. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas A&M 21.
Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Across the 40 now. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy that will keep this quarterback from running.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Getting set. Here's second down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Crucial third down play coming up. As a design quarterback keeper. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking for his back. Here's a target, and it's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. moves the ball up to the 30. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the first down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, it's going to cost you.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Returner decides to fair catch this. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
So the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The Aggies will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's running out of time here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense cannot be stopped. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Texas A&M, 28.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And the sophomores got him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Tough spot here, second and long from the 16. From the shotgun, drops back. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be brought down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Signs the quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Tries to get it to the running back. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, But these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running out of time in the pocket. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. Now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Makes the catch downfield. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
That's a big game deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense.
And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. No for the first, but still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Gain of 17 on the play. First down for the offense.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Quarterback on the move, trying to breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a 1st down and get out of...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, A&M.
This receiver is putting on a show today.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. They're set now to try the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a 1st down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
Inside the 35-yard line. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Notre Dame, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense could not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about, can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? He's escaping the pocket now. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the offense will just take a knee. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.